Hi everybody, this is 5-Minute English. I'm Standa and I will be your guide through the specifics of English grammar. Enjoy!
Today we will focus on present perfect tense. Most learners of English are afraid or even scared of using this tense because they think it is too difficult to learn and use. Now, I will show you it is quite the opposite. The present perfect tense has its specific features. What we cannot do without is the auxiliary verb to have and the past participle. Let's revise the forms of the verb to have. For singular, the forms are as follows. I have, you have, he, she, it has. Be careful with the third person singular. The correct form is has, neither haves nor havies. For plural, all the forms of the verb are equal, have. So, we have, you have, they have. Now, the past participle. What is it? The past participle of a verb is one of two past forms. For regular verbs, the form is exactly the same as the form of the past, such as walked, traveled, cooked, and so on. For irregular verbs, you unfortunately have to learn the forms by heart. Let's have a look at this chart with the 75 common irregular verbs. In the first column, you can see the basic forms of the verbs. The second column gives us the past forms of the verbs, and the third column is the past participle form of the verbs. Sometimes it is called the third form. So, for instance, the verb fall has the following forms. The basic form, fall, the past form, fell, the past participle form, fallen. The verb do has the following forms. The basic form, do, the past form, did, and the past participle form, done. So, this is how you have to learn the forms by heart. Let's move on to the forms of the present perfect tense and the rules they are made. Here you can see the three forms and a simple description how we make them. A detailed description with examples will follow. The affirmative form is made in accordance with the template subject, which is I, you, or proper name, and so on, plus have, plus past participle. Remember that in third person singular, the form of the auxiliary verb to have is has. Let's have a look at the examples. I have done the homework. Neil has been to the post office to pick up the parcel. Our neighbors have moved into the new house. We have already spoken to our boss. The negative form is actually the same as the affirmative form. You only add not to the form of the auxiliary verb have. The following sentences show us the negative form of present perfect tense. I have not done the homework yet. Neil has not been to the post office to pick up the parcel. Our neighbors have not moved into the new house yet. We have not spoken to our boss yet. Note, you can freely use the contracted forms, such as I haven't done the homework yet. Neil hasn't been to the post office to pick up the parcel. To make an interrogative form of present perfect tense, you simply swap the position of the verb have and the subject. The following sentences show us this rule. Have you done the homework yet? Has Neil been to the post office to pick up the parcel? Have our neighbors already moved into the new house? Have you already spoken to your boss? For better understanding, this diagram shows us the present perfect simple within the timeline. There's a sentence, I have lived in Amsterdam for 2 years. To explain it, we have to go to the past. The person moved to Amsterdam 2 years ago. He or she still lives in Amsterdam now. So, it is an action that started in the past and its consequences are still valid now. That is why we have to say, I have lived in Amsterdam for 2 years. The following adverbs are often used with present perfect simple, and they can help us a lot if we are not sure whether present perfect should be used. Just goes before the main verb. Are you hungry? No, I've just had lunch. I've just arrived from Prague. Already also goes before the main verb. Don't forget to pay the bill. No worries, I've already paid it. Where's Mark? He's already left. Yet is used with interrogative and negative sentences. It goes at the end of the phrase. Has it stopped raining yet? I've written the email but haven't sent it yet. Ever and never also go before the main verb. My neighbors have never been to Paris. Have you ever ridden a horse? When do we use the present perfect simple? First, to talk about past experiences, such as I've been to London, but I haven't been to Oxford. He's never been to Asia. Second, when talking about recent past actions, I've just cut my finger, it hurts. Too late, the train has just left. And third, when using the questions of how long and have you ever type, such as how long have you worked for this company? Have you ever played tennis? More examples of use of the present perfect simple can be seen in this diagram. Now, let's practice what we just learned. Try to translate the following sentences into English. I've broken my leg. Have you already had dinner? How long have you lived here? I have already done it. Have you been there yet? Have you already sent it? Thank you for your attention.
You see, English is easy and can be fun. If you enjoyed our videos, just follow us on Facebook and give us a like.